Y'all blow me up.
I want the option for this.
I'm on $1. Oh, I'm on $1.
How do I turn in my 3 overtime?
Skyler, and then he'll give it to Sherry.
Okay.
What?
I want to make sure I'm covered. My 3 overtime, extra money, that's almost a game.
I agree. Hey, that was an extra quarter for sure.
The refs are the same as last game, right? All right. I'll just do what we can do a little
Quotation things if you want. All right, same as what's going in their game. Same as above. Works for me. You go ahead and toss it over if you want.
Sure is.
Go, stuff.
They're giving out so much.
Who is? Over 3?
No. What's the number you said?
Unless they're giving away so much food. Oh, it's butter in there now. Ooh.
Oh my God. Oh, this thing over there. You're like, oh my God, it's kind of. Popcorn, like, oh my goodness, man. I feel like a buttered ball over there.
Here we go, young lady. Here we go, Mike. All righty. I'm thinking a quick one.
That ain't happening.
Hey, a quick one, all right? A quick one.
We'll be here all night.
You know I'm 36.
And ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Final game of the 2019 Kentucky Lake Showcase. Tonight's final game features the Ballard Bruins against your Marshall County Marshals. Let's welcome the starting lineups. First to the guest on your scoreboard, the Ballard Bruins. Starting at goal, a 6'9" sophomore, number 31, Maker Ballard. Also at 4, a 6'4" senior, number 22, Terrence McDaniel. At guard, a 6'3" freshman, number 21, Gabe Sisk. At guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 5, Jack Edelman. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Lewis Richards. Head coach of the Bruins, Mr. Chris Renner.
I seen the one on Snap.
And now, let's welcome the starting lineup for your Marshall County Marshals. Starting at 4, a 6'5" senior, number 24, Bryce Black.
I know, that was that night though.
Also 6'2" senior number 3, Tyler Powell. Head coach of the Marshals is Mr. Terry Birdsall.
And we're here for the final game of the Kentucky Lake Showcase. Marshall County versus Louisville Ballard. Miller to Stokes. Powell with the 3, that's off. And we have a rebound going the other way. Richards with the shot. Off the top of the backboard. Put back no good. Rebounded by number 22, Terrence McDaniels. On the broadcast here with my guy, Mikey Davis.
How you doing, Scott Up?
Glad to be back.
It's been 5 games too long.
So we're going to end strong on this one. This should be a tough game for both teams. Zion Harmon.
Zion going to bring it up the floor the other way.
He's got the screen from Stokes if he wants it.
Zion dishes it off to Stokes. Stokes spins. Too hard off the glass as Maker Barr gets the rebound. Big guy to be bringing it up the floor as the point guard.
And the 3 good by number 5. Oh, sorry, that was number 21, Gabe Sick. Brady Miller with the ball. Goes baseline right at the big man, over to flat. Powell thought about it. He goes inside.
Strong finish from Powell with the and one.
They'll take that all day.
Louisville Ballard coach wanted a charge on that, but not quite set.
That was Jack Edelin who picked up the foul. And they convert.
Elam had a good game yesterday as he racked up a 15-point streak in that game.
And a strong take there with the spin move off the glass. There's a double team on Zion. Back to Miller. Now Zion again with it. 3 guys on him, wide open Powell. Give Marshall that all night, they'll take it.
If you're going to double team Zion, I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen every time.
And that's what they expect. 3 were on him that time. Always 2, it seems like.
As long as his guys can knock down those shots, he's going to rack up a lot of dimes tonight.
Miller lost it. It'll stay with Marshall County. Powell with it. Inbound to Miller. Miller goes in, off to Powell.
Powell thought about taking another 3 as he drives. Another strong finish. Nope, doesn't get it off the back.
In transition, Flat knocks it out of bounds.
Once again, we got Flat hustling back on defense.
It's one of those guys that you may not see him on the stat line, but he's everywhere on the floor. Into Barr. Guarded by Stokes, definitely the size mismatch. Open 3. It's good for Gabe Sick. Sorry.
It's his second 3 of the night.
Tyler Powell, pass inside to Miller. Backdoor Flat. He goes baseline, didn't know who to pass it to, and a turnover into the hands of Sisk. With the Euro around Tyler.
It's a nice lay right there from Mr. Sisk.
So some quick points here for Ballard. They're up 10-6.
Sisk has 8 of those 10 points.
In the corner, Powell.
Powell up to Miller. Powell with a strong take. Can't get it. Maker Bard knocks it right off the backboard.
Got to let go earlier. Not used to playing somebody that size, I don't think. Something we'll have to get used to in this game is Barr gets the basket. So we get a 30-second timeout by Marshall. Ballard settling into their game. Marshall is early, still trying to figure out what they got to do here to, I think, get Zion more involved.
I think that's probably the plan, but it looks like he's getting harassed with that double team tonight.
It's something he's used to. They mentioned everywhere he goes. At any level he's playing.
I'm sure at this point in the game he's still trying to find a way to penetrate that double team. I'd say by the time the second quarter starts, he'll know how to handle that double team as it comes more.
So Tyler Powell, the only player for Marshall who scored. 3 on the board for Ballard. Zion trapped in the corner. Up to Powell, they got numbers.
Marshall just not taking advantage of the numbers that they have.
Contested jumper, Zion good on the shot.
Ballard doesn't want to let him get started.
There's Edelin up to Barr, over in the corner to Marrero.
Minkins with the strong finish in the paint.
Zion up to Powell.
You got him, Gabe. You got him, Gabe. No middle. Where are you playing him?
Now Stokes might have had a line to the basket if he wanted it. Backdoor
I'd say
pass.
so, but he makes a great backdoor pass to Brady Miller, who just can't finish. Price Flag gets the rebound and gets a foul called as he tries to get the putback.
Foul goes against Edelin.
The foul is on the 5, Jack Edelin. That's his second, team second. At the line, Price Flag, and he will have 2.
So that's 2 fouls on Jack Edelin. And Flat is short on his first attempt.
Just want to give a shout out to Larry, Darrell, and Darrell for hooking us up with barbecue throughout this whole night and the whole weekend.
Good.
Everything tasted amazing. The bologna, the ribs, barbecue.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of smoked bologna from many places, but he's got it down packed.
Edelman no good on the shot.
Powell knocks it away from Maker Barr. Once again, Rice Flat diving on the floor for a loose ball. Energy is just contagious.
In the game for Ballard, number 10, Lewis Richards.
Yeah, it's a big part of any team sport. You can't let any of your team outwork you. You got to step up and put in that effort with them.
Look at you. You sound like you could be a influential person in this basketball world, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping the way I'm doing this will inspire you. Signed to Powell in the corner, wide open. 9 points for Powell.
It's the second dime that he's gotten from Zion and knocked down that 3, but Sisk on the other end with the answer of his own.
Marshall.
He said, you want to go back to back? Let's go back to back.
Now we're getting a foul on Lewis Richards. Fouled Zion before they could get the ball in bounds. And with Maker going to the bench, Marshall's got to attack. I know that Terrence McDaniels is a good presence in the paint, but you got to take advantage of a guy slightly smaller in the game. Up to Miller, inside Zion. Back to flat, pass just low.
Zion very frustrated right there, and I'm not sure if it's with himself or with Bryce Platt for not being where he wanted him to be.
Still early in the season, getting used to playing together. Looks like Bryce's hand may be hurt. He keeps grabbing it when he gets a chance.
Minkins with a strong rebound. Can't finish, but gets fouled.
The foul is on number 3, Tyler Powell.
It looked like Minkins might have been pulling on Powell when he got the rebound. That's the frustration you can see by Powell right now. Minkins makes the first.
Terrence.
9-point lead, a chance to extend it to double digits. And he does not. Rebound, Powell. Full court man coverage here. Up to Miller.
That's hands. Yep.
And a foul called.
The foul is on number 10, Lewis Richards, his second, team 4. Into the game.
Richards on the foul. 5-second call might have been coming quickly.
Also into the game for Ballard, number 2, Keno Hayden.
Zion gets the ball on the inbound. 1:40 here in the first quarter. Multiple guys trail, and they steal it.
Birdsong looking for a push off there on his guy, but he's not going to get that call.
Marshall with the timeout, couldn't get the ball inbound. Coach Birdsong pleading to call it the same on both sides. And see if it's a 30-second timeout. So the lead is at 11. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Marshall's shown some flashes of getting things done how they want, but they just can't stop Ballard on the defensive end.
Really going to have to get a little more consistent on the offensive end, too, if they want to get back in this game.
Powell, 9 points in the first. Some open shots, some good take, a good take to the rim. All that pressure on Zion, you got to imagine he's going to be open. Stokes is going to be getting open. Just got to make sure they get that going.
Both of these teams playing on a second game's legs. They got games earlier this morning.
And that's the second foul before a ball was ever inbounded.
Team 5th.
DJ, switch it.
Get it into Miller. Immediately double teamed. He skipped past the Powell.
Just hot, Josh. Just hot, Josh.
Powell gets it across half.
Dishes it off to Miller. Miller going to give it to Stokes. Stokes trying to find Harmon.
There's that double team. Past the flat. Stokes. Good ball movement. +1 pass for an open 3, Brady Miller. Minkins up top, guarded by Stokes. Tilford picks up his dribble. Inside McDaniels. And that's a travel. Good defense by Marshall County. Forced the turnover.
Great defense there from Bryce Platt. Little size mismatch there with McDaniels, but he's able to pull the chair from him and get him to walk.
So right now, Ballard doing what they want to do. They want to keep the ball out of Zion's hands, and Marshall has to do a lot of work just to get it to him. And a jump ball is called.
Possession to Ballard. Ed McDaniel to inbound the ball to Keno.
Hey, we're running Terrence. Running Terrence.
But they're sticking right to Coach Renner's plan. Giving Zion as little possession as possible. The defense there, they switch on him to make sure there's no open passes. Minkins misses, tips it back into Powell's hands. 5 seconds, 1 on 3, and he loses it. Good defense. Zion knocks it out. Can't get a good shot, and that does it for the end of one. Marshall 15, Ballard 23. You're tuned in to the Kentucky Lake Showcase presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Marshall starts with it here in the second quarter. Inbound it to Stokes. Picks it up, back to flat, back to Stokes. Ball intended for Harmon, knocked out of bounds. Stays here with the Marshals.
Looks like Ballard's sticking to the plan to double team Zion.
They got his arms wrapped up with each other. Fans not happy, wanted a foul, but they're both tangled up with each other. A miscommunication there. Miller saves it. Back to Zion. Here comes the double team. And a foul is called. Crowd getting behind it here as the foul goes against Marrero. And the foul's on the baseline. But when they got that double team, Powell was open here on the opposite wing. If he hadn't been fouled, Zion probably would have caught him. Ball inbound to Stokes.
Stokes got a mismatch on him right now. See if he can take advantage of that. Tries, just can't get the finish.
Got to find his friend the backboard. He took advantage of it last night. That's either a charge or a block. I feel like you got to make a call either way on it. Powell with it. Over to Miller. Bounce pass to Zion. Here comes the triple team. Now Miller.
Good pressure now. Ball pressure, don't foul. Just guard.
Miller gets double teamed and a steal. Minkins two-hand slam.
Josh Minkins.
I can see why Minkins is going to Louisville to play defensive back because he's got some hops on him.
You definitely feel the athleticism. Could see him being a two-way player. Good on both basketball and football. DB, got to be quick.
DBs usually have good defense too when they play both sports.
He's shown that with the steal for the open dunk. So Miller and Powell to the bench.
That's good, that's good. Just get it stepping in now.
Driver gets it into Stokes. Stokes guarded by Barr. And Barr gets it.
Intentional. There we go.
An intentional foul called on Zion. And the crowd letting the referee have it.
I don't know so much about that intentional call. I'd say it was a foul, but I don't know about an intentional.
So Smith, or the ref's going to say that because it was a fast break, he was trying to stop it from happening, but I thought he fouled him on the side of the ball. So he'll discuss that with Coach Birdsong.
Good job, mate.
Barr makes his first, extends the lead up to 13.
Good job, mate.
And sinks the second.
I guess his name goes well with his free throws, Mr. Maker.
DJ throwing it. Tito get it. Jalen over here. Tito, backcourt. Get in the backcourt. Hey,
The ball inbounded to number 2, Hayden.
double dribble at Parents.
Met by Driver on defense. They have a 14-point lead with 6 to go in the second.
Tilford with it at the top of the key. Offensive foul call there on Maker Barr.
Hooked him with his arm.
That'll be his first foul.
And here's the full court pressure from Ballard. Gonna have to get it into Zion. Chase over to Stokes. Maker guarding Zion right now, double team. And Zion calls a timeout.
Timeout, Marshall County. It's a
29-15.
Birdsong a little frustrated there with Chase Riley for giving Zion the ball in a trap position.
He had him on transition right beside him. He could have handed it off. Zion could have kept it moving and attacked the basket. But the help defense was perfect because Zion had the mismatch. You have to imagine he'd have blown right past Maker had he not had help. So we'll pause real quick. Full timeout. Marshall trails by 14. Back from the Marshall County timeout. Tyler Powell comes back in. Get it into flat. And he gives it back to Powell. Powell guarded by Hayden. Pass it down to the corner. Zion trapped again. Pass to Powell. A bunch of acrobatic passes. Chase was wide open for 3. Dribbled out of it. Stokes has a lane. Flat, and picks up the dribble over to Riley. Bounce pass, Powell fakes, he goes in. Good defense, Ballard not giving any shot opportunities. Flat goes up strong, draws the foul.
This pressure looking like it's been a little too much for Marshall in this first half.
And when they have had shot, Marshall's really good about pump faking. The problem here is they're pump faking and the man's not fully out on him yet. You could really get a shot off in that time. Saw it last game. They played Sebring. Every time they pump fake, they jump for it. Ballard's a very disciplined defensive team, and they're not going to do that.
Into the game for Marshall County, number 14, Brady Miller.
I guess that's why they said that they're one of the best teams in the state.
It's a good test for Marshall if they're trying to make a state run this year.
Could possibly see them again later on this year when it comes to tournament time.
Edelman over to Maker.
Daniels in, flat on him, takes him. Good defense there by Flat, but just going to get called on the foul. Arm getting tangled up.
The foul is on number 24, Bryce Flat. That's his first, team third.
So Daniels using his size to back Bryce down. And McDaniel's good on his first.
Good, looks good. Job, Steve.
Also good on the second. As Stokes will inbound the ball. Gets to Powell.
Back up, Baker. Back up, Baker.
Doesn't look like Ballard's double teaming anybody other than Zion
Guard team, we're
when
going
it
to get a
comes to
pass. You
inbounding
don't
the
have
ball.
to reach. Just guard.
They've got Buford on him right now. A hand is on him at all times.
So wonder the refs don't call that as much hand check that they've called.
Powell was open down low, didn't see him.
Go, Jalen.
Pump fake, Zion long two,
Get it, Mike.
and rebounded by Barr.
Barr looking like he barely had to jump to grab that rebound, as tall as he is.
Look.
Buford with it.
Look.
Over to Sisk. Back to Barr, three-pointer.
Kick, Gabe.
Does it all.
Baker, back. Back, Baker.
3 points.
Back, Baker. Back up.
Brady Miller guarded by Edelman.
Now guard. Now guard. No middle. Good. Good, Baker.
Now Stokes up high. Maker comes out on him.
Maker a little slow there on Stokes. I think he might need to take advantage of that. See if he can blow by them a little bit.
Good pass by Powell. Open three, and Stokes sinks it.
Tyler Stokes, 3-point shot.
See if they match it on the other end, and they do.
Jalen
Buford knocking that triple in.
That's 3 straight possessions with 3 straight threes
Way to
back
push,
there.
Jack. Way to push.
Powell bringing it up for Marshall. Zion came off a screen there, had a jersey pull. Ref didn't see it.
Stokes might have walked there. They're going to call it. Late call, but a good call.
So Minkins. Edlin has it.
Run in circle. Josh, get in the alley. Cut.
Pass inside to Minkins. Back up to Barr.
Barr going to take Stokes.
He
Had him
could've-
on spin move, just didn't finish it.
Yeah, he had a wide open lane. Zion
Back,
just
Jack,
barely
back,
misses the
Jack.
steal.
Gotta go back.
Flat fights for it and draws a foul.
I think that goes back to what I was talking about in that first game today. Boxing out, at least the over the back calls.
It's one thing Flat does well. And now he's going to shoot free throws for it. Marshall's going to have to be efficient from the free throw line if they plan to stay in this one. Trailing by 18 right now.
Only been able to put up 19 points in these first 2 quarters of play. Hopefully they can get something going towards the end of this half. And going into halftime, get a new game plan to try to get back into this game. Flat makes the first one. His shot is definitely the opposite of his name. It has a lot of arch in it.
He attempts the second now.
Good on the second.
Gets it to roll up to Edlin. Gets inside, kicks it out to Buford, into Minkins. Backdoor pass,
Good hands there
stolen.
from Zion.
And Flat will go back to the line. Barr on the foul.
Zion able to knock that ball out and get it to Flat so he can take it up and get fouled.
Second at the line, Bryce Flat, and he will have 2.
And Flat
Into the game for Ballard.
again with the made free throw.
McDaniel.
McDaniels into the game for Maker Barr.
Lead at 15 as we stand. Flat makes it 14.
Cutting in that lead a little bit before that second half comes in. First half comes in.
Evelyn switched into a second gear there once he crossed across the three-point line. Blew right past him. Miller picks up the foul.
Miller, that's his first, team fourth. At the line, Jack England, and he will have 2.
Jack misses the first one off the front of the rim. And the second is good. Lead up to 15. As Stokes will inbound the ball to Tyler Powell. Powell probably going to have to bring it up the floor as Zion getting harassed again.
Go, Jalen. Kid. Go.
They get it to him. Waiting for the double team. Here it comes. Back to Stokes. Powell's open.
Stokes open for the 3.
Short.
Good prediction right there from you. You said that before he made that shot. And McDaniels on the other end with a nice three-pointer.
Not short. Into Powell. Bounce pass to Harmon. Had Flat. Keeps it to himself and misses the layup. Miller. Way to stop the ball. Edlin, open 3, and he can shoot it. Lead is at 21 now. As Ballard showing you how quickly they can put points on the board. Miller up top.
They put up 100 in their first game, almost put up 100 in their second game. A very high-scoring team.
And 1.
Tyler Powell with the and a chance to finish that off with an extra trip drop at the free throw line.
And that's what it's going to take, I think, with all the attention being on Zion. Powell now with 12 points.
I want to
He
say
and
that's on
Stokes.
4 threes.
He's had 3 threes and 1. So 4 3-point plays.
Same difference.
Jack picks up the dribble, passes back up top. And they're going to call Powell for the foul. That'll be his second.
His second, team 5th.
See if they leave him in. They only have 42 seconds left.
He will have 2.
First one
In the game for
doesn't go.
Number 2, Keno Hayden.
Hayden comes in. It's a good thing they don't play with shot clocks here because it seems like it would have taken a 30-second shot clock on a few possessions just to get the ball into Zion's hands.
Definitely does seem that way this game.
Zion, no good on the shot. Open, strong. Miller comes away with it. Brady in the corner. Powell, you got to take that shot.
Just the taddest bit of hesitation on that shot.
And the reverse. Zion Harmon. Woo. Just about got the half-court shot. That'll do it for the first half. 44-29. Ballard on top of Marshall County. We've got a 10-minute intermission, and then we'll come back for the second half as Mikey Davis will grab an interview with the coaches at that point.
court shot, they would win $100 courtesy of Remax Realty and Jeff
Update, we've got Coach Birdsong back right now, so we'll kick it to the interview with Mikey Davis and Coach Birdsong.
Remember Coach Birdsong of Marshall County. Coach, you're down 15 here early in the first half. You know, you came up to me a while ago as I was coming up to get you for the interview and said how many threes they have. They're 8 for 13 from the three-point line this game, you know.
It's hard to do anything. I mean, every time they force you to rotate and then they knock down a three. I think they probably had 6 guys make a three. And when they're doing that, man, they're hard to guard. We've done some good things. We haven't played terrible. But you know, they just got a lot of weapons, and when they're shooting the ball like they're shooting tonight, it's just hard to do anything with.
Yeah, but you see that, you know, they got, like you said, they got a lot of shooters, and it's hard to contain them. But if you can get that contained and get something going on offense, I'm sure that, you know, this game may be able to turn around.
They're doing a good job of double teaming Zion. We're trying to screen for him, but they're just switching everything. So, you know, our other guys got to be confident, step up. And Tyler Powell's played really well this half offensively. Got to get Stokes going, get him comfortable. But you know, we gotta when they're doing that and taking the ball out of Zion's hands, it creates opportunities for other guys. So we got to capitalize on it.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck the rest of this game. Left me hanging on that one, but it's okay. In about 6 minutes, I'll get the coach for Ballard, and we'll get back in the second half.
For the opponent.
The thing about basketball I love is winning, pretty much. It's my favorite thing. I hate to lose. And second thing I love is just getting better at the game. You know, it's a real fun game to play, and you know, getting better is just a great thing to see. Like, progress for me is just always great to see.
This game of basketball, I love the competitiveness of it. And you know, the challenge I get from it, and I take it real serious because, you know, I love the game itself. I don't disrespect it. I respect it a lot, and I work hard at it.
I love basketball because I just been around it all my life. You know, all my parents played it, and I just inherited the love and passion for the game. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, like, and the competitiveness. Like, you can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere.
I just love basketball ever since I was a kid. My dad played it, and I'm trying to get it from my mom. One thing that inspired me is my family, my city. I do it for them.
The reason why I love basketball is because I'm a very competitive person. You know, that's why I store my energy. When I'm on the court, I'm at peace. You know, and to be honest, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a really competitive person, and I think basketball is where I can put everything at. It's the place where I can put all of my energy and my anger. I mean, I wasn't really fortunate, you know, and you know, basketball is where all my abilities and my talents fall into place, and I just feel like that's what keeps me going. You know, that's what I work on. That's my craft, and that's it.
The grind session is a great circuit. Kind of reminds me a lot of AAU, playing against the best players, best talent, night in, night out. And it's something that I love to do because, you know, playing against this type of talent, it only makes you better. I mean, I don't want to, you know, come out here and just waste my time and play against some guys who can't play. If I'm going to play, I want to play against the best.
The grind session is a good experience, and it's a lot of competition, and it's a good way for me and my teammates to get noticed. I'm just really trying to show who the best player is, who the best team is, and I'm trying to show that I'm the best player. So,
grind session is probably, you know, one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. I mean, anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other every night and competitive, is just remarkable. I mean, for one, it lets you know where your game stand at. You know, going against these top dudes every night, you just got to bring your A game. You know, you can't have no off day. You just got to go hard and, you know, just hold your ground every game.
The grind session has been a grind. You know, it's a great tournament. It's a great idea. Whoever thought of it, and It's been tough, but I like it because it really challenges me. And our team has been a little bit setback. We've been short on a few games because we have a few injuries. But that's the beauty of it, because none of it is easy. None of the games are easy at all. We've been playing against the top guys in the whole American country and Canada. They've been playing against everybody in the U.S. here, and it's been crazy.
Oh yeah, the grind session is pretty competitive, to be honest. The last couple of games I played in grind session has been pretty hard. I really had to play to my top game, and no rest, no breaks during the game. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's just really competitive. A lot of great players are in this tournament, and I just really enjoy playing with them, playing against them.
Welcome to the grind. This is the grind session.
Y'all need balls? Yeah. I don't think those aren't the warm-up balls anyway.
The kids running to get off the court. Teams have to get out and warm up. I'll be the bad guy. Come and go. Teams have to warm up. Bring the basketballs over here.
I'm here with Coach Ritter at Ballard. Coach Ritter, you're up 15 here in the half. I've had a lot of success on the offensive end. You're 8 for 13 from the three-point line. And I think your game plan's working. I want to say your game plan to double team Zion and take him completely out of the equation.
Yeah, we did that to Justin Powell at North Oldham, and we try and do that to some guys that are as skilled as Zion. And so we think it's working pretty well. We're unselfish offensively, and it's leading to some good looks. I was a little disappointed in a couple of defensive breakdowns at the end of the half, but in general, I'm pleased with our effort.
Yeah, early in the first half, y'all played some great defense, which led to y'all's offense, and we've seen y'all score pretty highly over this weekend. Y'all put up 100 and almost 100 in the last game. So is that
Well, when we've got multiple guys that can score in a lot of different spots, when we're unselfish, we're a tough guard. Sometimes we'll get a little selfish or take some bad shots, but I'm pleased where we're at right now.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Hopefully I can put this away. We're starting the second half here in about a minute. We'll be back with the grind for the last second half of this weekend, the Kentucky Lake Showcase.
The referee decided he's been talking too much in this game. Is it too late today? It is. I had to start this. And we're back for the second half. Marshall County 29, Ballard 44. And Ballard will start with possession.
Ballard ball as we begin the third quarter.
Jack Edelin with the rock.
Mike Dog checking in.
Go through, Jack, go through.
Kicks out to McDaniel. Now Maker pass, and one pass to the corner. It's good.
Sisk with the.
There's that full court pressure on Zion.
Jack, stay.
Flat back to Stokes.
Go, Gabe.
Stokes over to Harmon. Harmon double team.
Don't
Oh, splits it. Finish. And one.
And one.
Nice floater there from Mr.
The goal
Harmon.
line, Harmon is good. The foul is on number 21, Gabe Sisk. That's his
Sisk
first
picks up
team
his first foul.
At the line, Zion Harmon, and he will have one.
Free throw good. Jack with it. With the shot over Zion, that's good for Lewis Richards. Zion loses it.
Finish.
And the layup good for McDaniels. Zion gonna hang out at the other end. Powell with the ball. Powell gets it across half court.
Great job, Jack.
Stokes. Crossover, drive, misses, gets his own rebound, put back, and gets the bounce.
Taking Stokes a while to get in his groove, but maybe that can get him started.
Yeah, they're going to have to get more guys involved to get some pressure off of Zion. He gets the rebound, double teamed, full court, and gets past both of them. Now Marshall has numbers. Up to Stokes, and Jack Edelin steals it.
Edelin going to push it up on the fast break.
Good defense by Zion. He thought that was last touched by Edelin. Referee says no.
That'll be a no-go. Ballard inbounds the ball to Maker.
Richards has it, takes the three. Misses, good look.
Can't get the shooter's roll there. Zion brings the ball up on the other end. Anticipates the double team, dishes it off the flat, gets it back.
Right back
Dishes
to him.
it right back to flat.
It looks like ball was touched by Sisk, enough to disrupt the layup attempt. Back to Barr, and he walked.
Pass, Jack. Nice pass, Jack.
You're going to call that a travel.
Right play. Good job.
So now they're having Zion inbound the ball.
Watch him cutting through, Gabe.
As Miller looks a little sore.
Into the game for Marshall County, number 31.
The driver will come in for him.
Looks like he's grabbing at his quad.
Powell up quick for the Marshals. Gets it across.
Richards playing good D tonight. Stokes back to Powell.
Temple. Just temple it.
And just about lost it. Pass to Flat. He could have shot the floater there. Zion kicks it to Powell.
Powell just doesn't want to shoot the ball tonight. I don't know what's going on.
You got to take those shots.
He shot in the first quarter, but ever since then, it's like he's been timid.
He's got 13. He's leading the way for Marshall County.
McDaniels, that's his first, team second.
So again, Zion on the inbound.
You know, my coaches always told me, shoot or shoot.
Getting into Stokes.
No middle, mate.
Kick to Driver.
Driver back to Stokes.
Straight up, straight up, straight up.
Stokes over to Driver. Driver to Powell in the corner. Powell going to make a strong drive. Excuse me. Just can't finish for Powell. McDaniels on the other end. Easy lay.
Can't give Ballard anything easy because they're already playing great half-court offense.
Lead extended to 19 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marshall's going to have to get something going if they don't want to get blown out this gym today.
Hand off to Zion, double team there, and passes it to Barr. Slamma jamma.
Blue's got him, match up. Blue's got him. Baker. Okay, okay. Get up here.
Powell on the drive, off the glass, good for 2 points. Good hustle by Cade Driver, knocks it out of bounds. Minkins comes in along with Tilford. Tilford will inbound the ball, looking for Elin. Driver on him full court.
Elin got some quick feet.
He's got multiple speeds that he likes to use to get past the defender. Pass to Stokes. Could have hit Zion back on that one.
Stokes got Elin on him. Wonder if he's going to take advantage of that mismatch he's got going. Looks like he's going to try to. Takes to the middle, hits a little floater.
Lead still at 17, 3.5 left in the third quarter. And Stokes says, not today.
No.
DJ Screener, Gabe and John.
Stokes giving his best to Kenbe Mutombo. Impression right there.
Ballard, inbound, quick three, off. Stokes with the rebound.
Sis can't hit that one, but he's had a hot hand tonight. Zion dishes it to Stokes. Stokes over into the corner. The Driver.
Yep, he was open for three, but the pass was a little low. 5 seconds coming, and they get a timeout. So that's a full timeout, and Marshall will only have one left for the final 11 minutes. So we'll pause with that timeout. You're tuned in to the Kentucky Lake Showcase, presented by The Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Marshall County set to inbound after the timeout. Flat will have the pass. Stokes cuts. They get it to him. And the slam.
Stokes able to get his first dunk of the day.
Shot no good, Flat fights for the rebound.
Marshall still not out of this game. They can fight back in this.
15 points.
Powell gets the ball knocked right out of his hands as he tries to pump fake. Tilford will bring it up for Ballard.
Meekins makes one work two. Get it to Zion. Two defenders on him. Pass to Stokes. Behind the back. Floats it to Mr. Harmon.
Flat gonna set a screen. Zion with a quick behind the back spin move.
Good job, Jack.
And tipped out of bounds. Marshall ball.
Into the game for Ballard.
Ballard has held Zion to only 7 points. It's a big factor in this 17-point deficit.
See if he can get something going here late in the third quarter. Ballard not giving him much room to breathe. They get that steal right there. But turn it right back over to Marshall County.
They tried to hand it off to Zion, but they were already on the sideline. Driver to inbound. They get it to Powell. Stokes, sideways floater, Flat with the board. Flat gets fouled on the floor. See who they call it on. They call it on number 5, Jack Edlin.
That'll be his third foul, team's third foul.
He's going to have to come to the bench.
Good D, Josh. Good hands. Don't reach.
Stokes, guarded by Minkins. Zion cuts, catches it in the air, shoots it for 2.
Nice little alley-oop on a shot right there.
Not giving him a chance to guard him.
Be patient now.
And a turnover.
It's good IQ recognizing it. Before he was even coming down, there was 2 more guys coming over to trap him.
Go ahead and get that shot off. And Marrero for Ballard was trying to go somewhere before he ever had the ball. Lost it. Stokes brings it up. Here comes Minkins, who knows a thing or two about coverage.
I told him in the interview to bring his cleats today. I guess we'll see if he brought them.
Zion for 3.
Nice 3 there from Mr. Harmon.
Splash.
3 points.
Ball on the wing. Hayden has it. Marrero passes off.
A couple more defensive stops and Marshall could be right back in this game. As I say that, oh wow.
Even the fans in maroon over there making faces like they know they got away with one there. As that ball was passed right out of bounds.
As you can hear the Marshall fans yelling, they're not very interested in these refs' calls this half.
Now that was going to be a big momentum change. There have been a couple of turnovers by Ballard in recent possessions. Marshall could have gone back. A 3 would have made it a single-digit game. That momentum would have been massive.
Well, they always say the little things really do matter.
So Ballard still has possession. As we're going to say, Marshall tipped it out of bounds.
I think you're going to say that. I don't know if I'm going to agree with we're going to say that.
We're going to say that's what the ref called.
You are correct with that one.
Minkins goes against Flat. And Driver rips it away from him.
Ball does not lie, Skyler. Ball does not lie. Stokes going to try to take Tilford.
Ooh.
Nice behind the back there from Stokes as he picks it up. Dishes it off to Zion.
30 seconds.
Comes a double. As Zion draws the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul for Ballard, as they'll call the foul on Tilford for Ballard.
And you see Zion right there showing what a lot of players can't. He's been double teamed so much, he doesn't get in a hurry. Just keep space.
27 seconds left here in this third quarter. See if they can get a shot up.
An even 27. Minkins deflects it. Stokes finds Driver. Shoot that. I know you want last shot, but a 3-point is worth more than 2. And the foul is called.
Another foul called on Tilford. That'll be his third.
That's his third, team fifth.
So you can see the defense is in the heads of the Marshals.
Don't let him go.
His shooting was not on his mind right there. Stokes, 10 seconds. You got to start getting there. They give it to Zion. Contested 3, no good. Out of bounds.
Marshall going to retain possession under the rim. Another chance to get a bucket right here. See who they go to. Zion going to inbound the ball. Say they're going to try to get a quick inbound pass and pass right back to him for the 3. Powell up for 3. Off the front of the rim.
So that'll do it for the first 3 quarters. 57-45. Marshall fighting their way back. They trail by 12. We'll be back in a second for the final 8 minutes.
You got a pay sheet again tonight? What? Pay sheet. We get paid or who's paying tonight? I got everything written down. Oh, you got it all written down? Yeah. Last night you made us sign something at the table. We got Steve and Gavin. He's looking out for you. Hey, just listen for the second horse.
And we're back for the final quarter of the Kentucky Lake Showcase. Zion gets across. Here comes a double team. Passes to Stokes. Stokes just hanging on to it, guarded by Maker Barr. Zion sets the screen. They get the switch. Zion likes the matchup. Layup off, gets his own rebound, misses the putback. And Barr gonna bring it up himself. He passes.
Get your spacing now. Let's work. Let's get a good one. Let's work.
And it's Sisk with it. Now in the corner, McDaniels.
Flat with some good defense there on McDaniels.
3-point handoffs. And a foul called on Driver.
The foul is on number 31, Driver.
Let's go. Counter. Baker right here. Don't push off. Good.
Into Barr.
Barr over to Richards. Richards going to take it. Dish it off to Sisk on the wing. Foul. Good defense there. Sisk off to Maker. Maker misses the 3. Zion going to bring it up on the other end. Looks like the double team's coming as soon as he passes the half. Driver's still not ready to shoot the ball. See about this one.
And Short saw the big man coming. And a block by Flat.
Harmon going to take advantage of the numbers they've got. Nice floater in the middle of the lane.
Zion going to be called for a delay of game warning.
Delay of game against Marshall County. Into the game for Marshall County, number 14, Grady Miller.
10 points. It's all Marshall trails by. They were down 20 plus at one point in this game. Jack Edlin has men flashing. Gets past Miller. Pass to Barr, who just raised it with a dunk. Harmon passes to Brady.
Miller going to have to hurry up and get across the half court before they get that 10-second call, as he does.
They get
Miller
it
a little
Zion.
shifty, just doesn't want to use his moves that much.
Deep three.
Harmon for deep three, off the front of the rim.
Run! Run! Run!
Coach Birdsong thought they might have had a jump ball. And misses the shot. McDaniels the putback.
Daniel's giving Flat a little stare down there if he gets that putback. I like the energy.
Lead back up to 14.
Marshall just inches short of bringing this lead within single digits.
Good pass. Zion goes up off the front of the rim.
Push! Got numbers! Got numbers!
4 on 3. And a pass out of bounds.
No look passes are either going to go one way or another, and that one went the other way.
Zion will inbound the ball in the corner. Finds T. Powell.
Powell gets right around Makers. He's going to take it to the rim.
And
Makers
he was waiting
swats it.
for it.
No middle. You got him, Lou.
It's okay because they get it back. Has a good idea there with Stokes going up. It took the big man out of the paint. And a violation on Ballard.
Momentum starting to swing in Marshall's direction.
Time is running thin. 4:36. 12 points. Marshall needs to make up to tie it.
Inbounded to Brady Miller.
Be solid.
He gives it to Powell.
Temple.
Screen
Don't
over to
trap that.
Stokes.
Just temple there.
Stokes with a strong take. Fouled there by Maker Barr.
Maker definitely blocked it, but there was some body with it too. That's why you heard the whistle.
It's his third, team sixth. At the line, Tyler Stokes, and he will have 2.
See if Stokes can bring this lead back to 10. In and out on the first free throw.
And Stokes strokes the second.
Hey, slice game. Slice
Edlin
game.
has the ball for the Bruins. There's that move again, trying to get past Miller. Miller cuts off baseline, spin move, kicks to McDaniels, three-pointer.
Big fella got a nice little 3-ball on him. Stokes at the top of the key.
Drip, drip. Back to 11 points. They're just trading blows here. Let's see who comes away with the knockout punch.
Maker Barr. Too long on the 3. Now going to bring it up the floor. He's going to have to bring it up a little faster than that. They don't have enough time to be playing around with the ball.
Temple. Temple. Just
See if they can bring this lead within single digits right here.
Powell got to be careful. He just slapped the arm of Barr. Zion off on the shot. And Jack gets fouled in the act of shooting.
The foul is on number 14, Brady Miller. That's his second, team's second.
And we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Renner of the Ballard Bruins. It's a full timeout. Marshall trails by 11, 3:08 to go. We'll pause. You're tuned in to the Kentucky Lake Showcase presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
And then Z cuts, and then after you get him open, don't screen and pop back. Opposite side, Bryce, that's you.
Great song choice there for this moment in the game. Trying to make a comeback.
At the line, Jack Edelman, and he will have 2.
Shooter's roll in the first one.
Nice. Discard now.
Flash on the second.
Be solid here. Let's go.
Zion will inbound it for the Marshals of Marshall County.
You're okay. Hit him when he comes down.
Brady got to get up the court. This is a fast count of the 10 seconds. Drives. And they want them to count the shot. They won't. 2 shots for Brady Miller.
At the line, Brady Miller, and he will have 2.
Miller can't get the first. Not good on the second either.
Can't afford to miss those under 3 minutes.
Not helping themselves out, missing free throws this game.
Harmon guarding Edelman. On the drive. Gets the 2 over the defense.
Go by Richards.
Here comes the help. Zion up to Stokes. Stokes needs to drive here since Maker is up top. He does, and he gets fouled.
Looking for the and one there, just too strong. Attempted finish.
15-point lead, 2:15 remaining. Stokes, nothing but net.
Into the game for Marshall County, number 31, Caden Driver.
Count it. Stokes good on the second.
Lead at 13. Still doable for Marshall, but they're gonna have to get some stops. Daniels barely holds on to that one. Barr kicks it back up. They're in no hurry at all. And Daniels misses. Powell comes away with it, and he's fouled.
Gonna go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Correction. At the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
So that's one Coach Renner has to hate. He foul on the whole other end of the court, and free throws come out of it.
Powell good on the first. Powell good on the second.
Lead at 11. Here comes the pressure. McDaniels passes up to Jack. Into the corner, up to the top.
There you go.
Set back. He drives, he's fouled.
Richard's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 3, Tyler Powell. That's his third team.
Well, they call that on the ground.
Only 3 fouls against Marshall. Next foul against Ballard will be double.
The foul is on number 23, Tyler Stokes.
Marshall's going to foul to get into the bonus.
Set it. Good. Set it. Go. Baker.
We have Tyler foul. That's his 4th.
The foul is on number 3, Tyler Powell. That's his 4th. Team 5th into the game for Marshall.
So they tell him to foul and then bring him right out.
Still got one more to give. Be strong. One more to give. Be strong.
And great defense by Driver and Miller coming over to help force the turnover. Powell back in. He'll play offense only.
Richards losing that ball out of bounds and giving the ball right back to the Marshals. The inbounded design. Double team is coming. Powell in the corner.
Skips over to Edelin. Trying to foul him, and they're not calling anything. He had hands all over him. So next foul is the Uno and 1.
Uno and 1, eh? Little bilingual there.
See? Almost stolen. And that one less of a foul than the one they called before. Powell back in for offense.
At the line, Jack Edelin, and he will have 1 and the bonus.
Jack knocks down his first. That increases the lead by 1 to 12.
Good on the second there from Jack. Powell going to inbound the ball to Flat. Flat dishes it back to Powell. He'll take it across the half-court line. He's going to go to try to finish. It's the foul call. Tyler wanted that putback dunk there.
The foul is on number 10, Lewis Richards. That's his 4th. At the line, Tyler Powell.
Marshall's body language does not look super positive at the moment. Powell sinks his first of 2. Second good, Powell out.
Dead ball. Dead ball.
Miller in, finds his man. And Driver almost gets to it. McDaniels with the pass. And they foul.
The foul is on number 31, Candy Driver. That's his 3rd, team 8. Into the game for Marshall County, number 3, Tyler Powell. At the line, Gabe Sisk.
Marshall going to come up short.
He will have 1 and the bonus.
Good comeback effort there, though. Cut the lead from 20 to single digits. Good Just not enough, though, today.
Nice. Good job, Dave.
And a full 30-second timeout has been called by Ballard. They have the 13-point lead with 52.5 to go. Zion Harmon set to inbound the ball. And Ballard drops back in their pressure, except for on Zion, who takes his time to keep the spacing open.
Stokes can't find his stroke on that three.
Good rebound, DJ.
They'll call that foul on him. Correction, the foul is on Caden Driver. That'll be his 4th foul of the night.
At the line, DJ Tilford, he will have 1 and the bonus. Into the game for Marshall County.
Driver substitutes out as Miller comes in. Converts. Both go in. Miller has the ball. He dribbles it. Hand off to Powell. Powell shoots. Powell scores. And another Powell foul.
Go, continue, knock him down.
So he's done for the day. A strong showing, though. 23 points for Tyler Powell. Crowd gives him the applause that he definitely deserves. He's a big reason why they showed fight and stayed in this game.
Richards is good on the first.
It's an excellent free throw shooting by Ballard. As a whole new lineup coming in for the Marshals.
Marshall County fan base showing some great sportsmanship right here. Clapping up the Marshall starting 5 and the 6 man as they come off the floor.
And they went against one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky and showed a lot of fight to get it back to single digits. They just couldn't find a way to get Zion more involved in the game. Powell stepped up big. Stokes stepped up. Flat, of course, always hustles. But Ballard just too much tonight. Cole with the shot. He's off, out of bounds. Last touch by the Marshals.
Ballard just going to dribble this one out.
So that'll do it. Ballard with the win over Marshall County, 76-61. MVP of the game will be Gabe Sisk, who finished with 16 points and 3 rebounds. Correction, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. So our guy Mikey Davis will hop up, get that interview while we wait on that. Be sure you tune in next week if you can't make it to Mustang Madness in Paducah, Kentucky at McCracken County High School. Starts Thursday, runs through Sunday. Now we've got Mikey with Sisk for the interview.
With Gabe, 6th player of the game for Louisville Ballard. He finished the game with 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. You were able to get it going early with a couple threes early in the game. Slowed down for a little bit, then you got it back going later in the game. What was y'all's message at halftime to try to extend this lead this game?
We just had to keep trapping, and we had to rotate on our traps because, you know, they got a good player, and we just had to keep the ball in his hands early, and that was the game plan.
Was this showcase here any different than any ball y'all played this year?
Yeah, it was. The rest of us played through a lot of stuff rather than other games, so yeah, it was different.
Well, congrats on your game today. Congrats on your win today. Good luck the rest of this year. That concludes the Kentucky Lake Showcase from this weekend. Next weekend, we'll catch you at one of our biggest events from the year, Mustang Madness in Paducah, Kentucky at McCracken County High School. We start games there on Thursday, so you might want to tune in to the live stream because it's going to be great basketball for the whole week. And we will catch y'all next weekend back with Tanager Sports.